Liberty Hall was built in 1796 for Senator John Brown in Frankfort, Kentucky, and it's one of the finest examples of early Federal-era architecture in Kentucky. John Brown served Kentucky for over 20 years as a lawyer, congressman, and United States Senator. In 1799, at age 42, John Brown married Margaretta Mason, who was 26 years old, from New York City. Soon after they were married, they had their first son, Mason, and in 1801, the family moved to Kentucky and into Liberty Hall. In 1801, their second son, Orlando, was born. They had 3 more children, but none of them survived until adulthood. With John away in Washington for extended periods, Margaretta's new life in Kentucky was challenging. The Browns helped to establish a Sabbath school for boys in 1810, and it became Frankfort's first Presbyterian church in 1816. John and Margaretta Brown enslaved at least 14 individuals who lived with them at Liberty Hall. In 1817, Margaretta's aunt, also named Margaretta Varick, was traveling from New York to see her son in Illinois. She stopped in Frankfort to see her niece, but unfortunately died 3 days after arriving at Liberty Hall on July 28, 1817. The cause of her death wasn't determined, but theories have ranged from heart attack to acute indigestion to just extreme exhaustion after a long, hard journey from New York to Frankfort. Soon, Margaretta became known as the Gray Lady Ghost of Liberty Hall. The first recorded sighting was in the 1880s in the southwest upstairs bedroom. Mary Mason Scott was sleeping in the room when she awoke to see an apparition, a tall woman veiled in gray. She screamed and her brother John Matthew came running with the shotgun, but the ghost had disappeared. For 3 nights the same thing occurred. A family member later suggested that Mary had seen the ghost of Margaretta Varick. Many times later, Mary referred to as the spirit of our beloved ghost. The Brown family members and guests continued to have sightings in and around the area of the haunted bedroom during the early 20th century. Stories of the Gray Ghost Lady continue to this day, but why does she still haunt Liberty Hall over 200 years later? Some believe her body is still buried on Liberty Hall grounds. The Brown family members were reburied at the Frankfort Cemetery in the late 1840s, but there is still no grave marker for Margaretta Varick, leaving some to conclude that she is unable to find her final resting place. In 1965, a photo was taken of the staircase in Liberty Hall that revealed an apparition. What do you think? Do you think this is the apparition of Margaretta? Thank you for watching, and if you're ever in Frankfort, Kentucky, stop by and say hi to Margaretta, the Gray Lady Ghost of Liberty Hall.